Well, welcome, folks. This is our 11th instalment of Most Our Mind, our sports quiz, which is run in conjunction with the Montrose Community Trust. And the next one, taking on me, the quizmaster, is the one, the only Mr. Sean Dillon. Woo!
Cheers, bud.
How are you getting on, Sean? How's things?
Very well, buddy. Very well, considering what's going on around the world. We are very lucky here. Yeah, all good, pal. All good.
I was going to say, is it exciting times in the Dillon household? Lots of activities?
There's lots of activities going on, yeah. The missus is blanking me, like, most of the activities are with the two boys. So, yeah, the bouncy castle is up. That's been turned into a wrestling ring. Finn thinks he's under the joint. Shay is stone cold, or whoever else is going on. So yeah, there's plenty going on, pal. Paper airplanes, learning to build dens and everything else. So all good.
I was going to say, being a school teacher myself, I think that, one of the most important things is to make sure that your children are happy and their mental well-being is considered here as well. Forget too much about the education part. That'll fix itself later on. I think you concentrate on just making sure that those guys are having a good time.
They're having a good time, pal. They're well entertained. Very lucky, like I said. We have a back garden, and there's plenty of stuff going on out there. So yeah, we're very, very lucky, pal. Really lucky.
And what about the rest of the family? How are they getting on?
Yeah, Grant, been on to home. My sister works in a doctor's surgery back home, so she's kept going in there. And my man and dad both retired. My dad's out doing a few deliveries, a few chemist drops around the area with a few of his old ex-army heads. So they're kept busy. Yeah, they seem happy enough. He's getting a lot of work done out the back garden. And, my man hasn't killed him yet, so.
That's a positive.
Oh, she tells me.
And what about yourself? Are you, apart from obviously the massive responsibility of parenting, have you been able to get any sort of free time yourself at all?
Yeah, listen, I'm tapping away myself, doing a bit of training, getting out with it. Me and Shay getting out for a couple of cycles, couple of runs, trying to get Finn on his bike a little bit more as well. But like I said, he's just glued to the bounty castle. He just thinks he's a wrestler. So that's been tough. But no, look, spending loads of time out in the garden. Like I said, very lucky, pal. I'm, for what's going on around the place, we're blessed here. Like, we've plenty to do. I'm not getting bored at all. I'm really, really enjoying the time at home with everybody. So, yeah, certainly no complaints. Obviously, thoughts about everybody else that are struggling and around the place. But like I said, very, 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 very blessed.
Yeah, I think obviously one of the things that we're hearing more and more at the moment is the aspect of mental health, and the fact that the longer we're in this, the more difficult people are finding it to deal with it. People who thought they would be stronger, they're not really coping. And, having a routine in the day certainly helps if you can get it.
Yeah, definitely. Like, obviously, the routine is that the boys wake us up now. But that's kind of always been the routine for the last few years. Like, so, now we're up at the boys early. Obviously, at the moment, officially, it would have been Easter holidays. So, but Shay's kept busy. His teacher has been very good in regard to sending on stuff for him to do at home. So we get emails and stuff sent through the iPad for him to be kept going. And we keep Finn in a bit of routine as well. He hasn't started school yet, so kind of keep his nursery stuff kind of going. And yeah, just making sure that kind of lunch and breakfast and dinner are similar kind of times throughout the day. And yeah, we've had a few days where we've just kind of had late nights with them, or kind of let them eat whatever they wanted to. And like I said, I think you have to mix it up a little bit for them as well, and make sure that they're enjoying themselves and not thinking too much about what's going on. you know, I think probably Shay more so than Finn, you know, is missing being around his mates and stuff. And, you know, they're kind of shouting over the fence every now and again to each other, and plenty of video calls and, you know, FaceTime with their friends and their cousins and their family back home. So no, that kept going. Like, but yeah, definitely important to make sure you're right. And again, that means different things for different people. You know, some people like to have a routine, others don't. Others prefer to, you know, see where the day takes them. But I suppose it's limiting now with depending on where you're living or what kind of a home you have. You know.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, obviously, you know, the guys that the trust and the work that they were doing, you know, and have been doing for a number of years has been tremendous for Montrose. But even more importantly now, obviously, in the current climate, their work is invaluable. And obviously, a big thank you for you volunteering tonight to take part in this quiz in conjunction with the Trust. And I'm just going to take a minute to mention one of the things that the Trust are doing at the moment. We've touched on there the fact that some people are struggling with self-isolation, and what the Trust are offering is a befriending call service. So some individuals at the club have been phoning out. So, for example, the gaffer phoned some season ticket holders, some of the older guys that have been at the club for a long time. I think Paul, he spoke to Hamish, our one and only Hamish. And to be fair, I've seen a lot of things on Facebook about Hamish, and Hamish has been looked after wonderfully well by certain individuals in our community, which is tremendous. And I also heard that Webby had made one woman very, very happy. So when his girlfriend finds out about this, maybe his second haircut won't be as good as the very first one he got.
I thought you were going to say that he proposed.
No, he's not quite got to that stage yet. But I mean, obviously, things like this are really important for folk who are sat at home struggling with self-isolation. Just the opportunity to speak to somebody, and it doesn't necessarily have to be about football. I mean, is this something that you think you would offer to do for the Trust?
Absolutely, yeah. I'm up for it. I like chatting to people. I've talked to the walls here. I've had a couple of calls to be fair this week. One of the neighbours works in a care home, and we've had a couple of phone calls with a couple of guys that are based in the care home. So again, just yapping to them and, you know, kind of getting their stories. And to be honest with you, I didn't really get much of a chance to chat at all. They're all obviously desperate to talk themselves, so I just kind of listened for a little while, and, you know, they gave me their opinions on how they thought that certain clubs should be run, and, you know, how I played in certain games and stuff. So yeah, it was interesting. But yeah, I'm always up for listening to people, and I'm definitely up for taking a few phone calls from any Montrose fan.
Well, I'm pretty sure that the Trust will certainly take you up on that, and good on you for already being basically a caller, a befriending caller for other folk as well. Good on you, Sean. Right, pal, here we go. Most are mind. How, like, some of the guys think you're going to be good at this.
Why did they say that?
Because you're old. They reckon that because you've been on the planet longer, then you've got a better chance of getting some of these answers. That's all I'm saying. Okay. I'm going to give you a brief idea of the rules. They're very, very simple, straightforward. 90 seconds to answer as many sports-related questions as you possibly can. If you get an answer wrong, I'll give you the right answer before I move on. If you want to pass at any point, that is fine. I'll give you the answers at the very end. And if the bell goes as I'm asking a question, then you'll get the rest of the question and you'll have an opportunity to answer it. Okay, we're good to go, Sean.
Let's go.
Here we go. Sean Dillon, your 90 seconds start now. Which golf course has holes named Flowering Crabapple and Magnolia?
Old Course.
It's the Augusta National. Who was the first footballer to score 100 goals in the English Premier League?
Alan Shearer.
Correct. Who won 8 gold medals at the Beijing Olympics, breaking Mark Spitz's record of 7 goals in a single Olympics?
Phelps.
First name?
What passed? Come on.
Michael Phelps.
Michael Phelps.
With which country does Luis Suarez represent internationally?
Uruguay.
Correct. Which country was the first ever host nation to be knocked out of a Rugby Union World Cup at the group stages?
Japan.
It was England. Which team won the 2015 FA Cup?
Man U.
Arsenal. If the initials DNF were placed next to an athlete, a racehorse, or a racing car, what does that mean?
Disqualified.
Did not finish. Which is the only tennis major tournament to be played on clay?
Australia. French.
What are you going with?
French.
It's correct. How many golfers? Oh, I've started, so finish.
Lovely.
How many golfers have won all 4 modern majors in a single year?
4.
The answer is 0. It has never been achieved. Some have held them all at the one time, but it's never all been in the same year. So it's a 0. Okay, so you didn't get Augusta. You got Alan Shearer though. Michael Phelps, hard times, you know. You got Uruguay. You didn't get England. You didn't get Arsenal. You did not finish. You got the French Open, which is 3, but you didn't get the 0. So, Sean Dillon, you scored 3 points.
Brilliant.
Now, how far off do you think you are from the current leader?
Somebody has to have had double figures.
You are correct.
Yeah, there's somebody that's probably needs a phone call. I'd say Flem.
It's Flames. Flames, of course, on 11 points. So
yeah, I'll have to give him a phone call, check in with him, see how he's doing.
Yeah, he's obviously got too much time reading quiz books.
You give him good questions, obviously.
Yours weren't too bad, pal. I've seen
shockers,
worse.
Man. Shockers.
Everybody always blames the questions.
Of course. Listen, at least I didn't say Chef the Gucci or whatever.
Or have the sumo wrestlers doing gymnastics. That's another thing.
To be fair to Wink, I know that he didn't know that one, but what chef? Well, you know, Chef the Gucci. Wow, that was poor, man.
It was a classic, I think.
Very good.
Well, look, Sean, again, thank you. A massive thanks for being prepared to volunteer.
Thanks for having us, pal.
It's been real fun, mate. It's been real fun. You look after yourself, look after your family, stay healthy, and I'll see you very, very soon, hopefully.
Top man, bud. Take it easy.
Will do, pal.